Elves are still working here with our holiday hats.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And today we're going to start the show with what does this tool do?
That's right.
Chris is not the tool, it's what's in his hands. Although a craftsman is a tool. All right, we got Chris and Marcy.
Hey!
Dipping into the furnace.
Actually you're just eating
reheating.
We got a little Christmas ornament here, and this is our tool description, everybody. We start our shows with the tool description these days. Just knocked it off into this amazing little bucket of something, and here comes the loop.
And squish. Covering up all those little chunk marks. But the really fun thing right now that we're using in the tool of the day is actually this bucket of vermiculite. It is kind of this like grainy, powdery substance. And it kind of absorbs the heat really well, but it tends not to stick to the glass all that much so that we don't have any kind of residue on the bottom of our ornaments or our pieces or our icicles or whatever we're making, that we need to keep some heat in it, but it doesn't break it. It holds it stable so we can actually put the loop on without it actually like
And I think
over.
people see this in the class when they come to the class, right?
Yeah, they can see this in action when we're all doing our icicle classes. So this is our bucket of vermiculite, which is really fun.
And I think I've used vermiculite in potting soil, so you guys might recognize it there.
Yeah, so it's used in a variety of things, potting soil and in insulation and other stuff. I'm not entirely sure what else. And what's with the bell?
I know, I saw this on the cart and I'm not sure what's up with the bell.
What is the bell all about?
I don't know.
I don't know, we being weird with the bell?
Yeah, so, I don't know.
Well,
We'll
I
see.
heard the bell ringing, but either way, needless to say, everybody, our tool of the day today for show number 143 is vermiculite. And this is it right here. You just saw Marcy do a
whole ass,
vermiculite
like-
demonstration.
Watch the tweezers here, and it just goes. Like
Pretty cool.
It's deep. It's a whole bucket of it.
Well, thank you very much, Marcy,
No
for
problem.
that. Now we got to, what is going on over here?
Holy smokes!
Somebody's coming into the glass shop here on the Gathering Point show with an amazing chocolate cake for
Dun, dun,
somebody's
dun, dun.
birthday.
Hey, happy birthday!
That's right, everybody. Make sure you all wish Marcy an amazing birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow.
But it's her day off as well as with some of the rest of us.
And I think we're going to sing, everybody. So here we go.
You don't want me singing.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Marcy. Happy birthday to you. All right, you know what to do.
Hey!
Let's see it.
I know, it was the only one we had. I was like, I think I have candles. Yay!
All right.
Now the worst part is we all have to wait 2 hours until we can eat it.
Good.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to eat it until after the show, but hey, it's going to be a tasty one, guys. But remember to wish
You guys
Marcy
can
a
help
happy birthday.
Help yourself.
We're glad that you're
You want
here on the Gathering Point with us, Marcy, on your birthday or the day before your birthday.
Oh, Jake doesn't get to eat the cake.
I know.
Uh,
So we're headed over to the board now,
All right,
guys.
all right.
And you want to hold the camera, or you want Marcy to hold the camera?
No, you go. You guys
all
go
right,
ahead.
all right.
All right, guys, like we said before, it is show 143. And for those of you who don't know it or remember it, on the zeros on show number 140 and on show 145, any of the zeros or fives, that's when we do our competitive glass blowing Olympic competitions that the winner gets their name inscribed on the GA Cup, which is just like the Stanley Cup. But on the other numbers, we do a tool description and breakdown of exactly how we use it in the glass blowing studio. And that's what Marcy did earlier before her little mini birthday celebration, which is pretty sweet. But we are the Gathering Point. We're just outside of Detroit, Michigan, in Dearborn, about 15 minutes out of the city. and we're the Glass Academy, and we've been doing this show since the beginning of the pandemic, and we're still just as excited to educate you folks and teach you and do amazing custom orders and demonstrations every Tuesday nights from 6 to 8.
And today we're doing drinkware themed. So our warmer-upper, I've actually been making wine stoppers for a good hour and doing all the loops on our raindrops today. So Chris is kind of cold, so he's going to make a cup of some kind. And then we're going to get into our custom order for the day. It's going to be a gnome, but with a tree hat. We made one before, but we're going to make another one, and that is for Bob from Mary Ann. So that will be a nice... I completely read that wrong.
That's all right.
So it's for Mary Ann from Bob.
Yeah, there we go.
And then from there, we're going to be doing artist choice throughout the day, and then a giveaway at the end, so that we can give away free
our
glass
high-tech birthday card too. We forgot about that.
Oh,
So Robin is showing it off. It's the clipboard version. Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. When you get that last-minute memo and you're like, I need a card.
All right, guys.
What are we making?
So we're going to start out with drinkware. We're going to be doing a mug for the warmer-upper.
Okay.
The mug's pretty cool. We're going to do a really cool silver metallic black wrap. It's going to look like a coiled spring on the outside of this purple mug. We're definitely sticking with the purple themes because I love purple and that silver black. It's an amazing thing. And remember, guys, tonight's drinkware and the drinkware feature item tonight is all this amazing drinkware over here. Michelle, you want to give a quick little pan of that, please?
I want to first show you my purple socks.
Oh, this is nice.
Christmas gift, right? Just had to say those.
Some little wool socks there.
Yeah, had to show those off. Okay.
So all these
Here's
pieces,
tonight's
guys, are going to
lineup.
go live at 6:30. All these one and dones. There's only one of each of these. Each one's individual and one of a kind. They're all pretty darn sweet. I mean, 9, 10, and 11 are all real hot mugs. Number 13 is a super sweetie. And actually, number 8 is a really nice one.
So I do want to say today's question is, what is your favorite winter beverage?
Ooh, favorite winter beverage?
So read the descriptions when the site goes live.
Oh, yeah,
read the
they're really
descriptions.
kind of cute. Some of us described what kind of drinks we like having in these things. So
Yes.
All right,
start
sounds
it up.
good. So you're
Right.
working the camera and Marcy's assisting me?
Yep, for the
Sounds
first two
good.
pieces, and then
Hey,
we switch.
where's Jake?
That's what I was like, where is Jake?
Well, people probably
He's
want to
on
know.
vacation.
He's on vacation, guys. He's on a 2-week hiatus. He's traveling all over the U.S., kind of in the Midwest, and so he's going to like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, New York, Buffalo, visiting friends that he hasn't seen in a while, and just pretty much getting out and getting some space because he wants to travel and explore. So he's going out there having a good time. So we're gathering it up now, guys. We're going to make this sweet mug.
Gonna turn up the hole for us for a second.
So
I was using a smaller one today when we were actually making the wine stoppers. So our main hole here is actually kind of cold. But yeah, woo.
okay,
All
so
right.
We've got 3 mics, and we'll be very mindful of who's talking when.
Yes.
Well, I just got a molten gather out of the tank, guys. This thing's 2,100 degrees. I'm going to be going into the purple and coating it real well.
So we have our different colors. They're made by different metals. They're all in these little trays. We got white, green, a metallic color, blue, empty for what comes next, and another blue. So that looks like blue, but Chris mentioned it's purple. So he's heating
4 coats of
that
black
up,
on that
and then
tray.
he'll come back and do another
Let's start
dip.
it up.
These are transparent colors, so you're going to be able to see through it. You can see it's like rolling cookie dough and sugar. It kind of sticks on there spotty. Then you heat it up and melt it so it smooths out, and then you can take another layer in the
More?
color,
Perfect.
depending what you're doing for your coloring effect. So we've got 3 mics on, so that is a little tricky when Chris and Marcy are talking to each other or needing to convey what's going on. So we'll work through that. If they need to talk, I will be quiet and vice versa.
I'm just gathering up some black.
ruling the table on the marver. That's a metal table that kind of gives the hot glass a skin, and it's something to push against. I always describe the skin on a grape and the inside's mushy, but another way the other day someone mentioned was pudding. You know how if you leave your pudding out and it gets like harder on the top but soft and gooey on the inside still? It's kind of like that when you roll the glass on the marver. It chills the outer surface, giving you a memory,
One more coat.
a shape. So, not sure if Jake's watching. We're working the gimbal here. This is my first time on the gimbal.
It is?
Oh, really?
It is.
Nice.
So, yeah, I did it one time and he's like, I'll take that. So I was never on it.
Well, you're
Boys
doing
and their
pretty
toys.
well. You're doing pretty good on it.
And we'll go for the zoom when they're ready.
I'm gonna give
Hold
us
it,
a
hold
point.
it up when
The
you
fun
come
part of
Want a
me
point
being
on this?
out. I don't think I need it.
on the camera is I can do all my housekeeping.
Coming at you.
So glass is sticky when it's hot. Marcy's got this hot bit. And Chris is going to wrap it around the glass. Watch how quickly that color will change. It's looking like a dull orange now. And all the way to the end. So that's sticking on the side of it, kind of like a spring.
Wow, you really used the entire bit of that. Like,
Heck
look at
yeah,
this.
look at that.
Like, it's all the way on the side of the pipe now.
Done and done. So where Chris is called the glory hole. That's the reheating chamber. You're going to see him go there quite a bit throughout the night. In case you're confused, when you're ready, I'll tell you when to applause. Right now we've just started. This is just the basic beginning.
Yeah, this is the body of the mug. And I don't want to melt this trail in because I really want it to be sticking off the outside and texturous. So I got to make sure that I don't marver it in too much into the surface of the glass.
So if I understand you correctly, you want it bumpy on the surface from this trail.
That's right.
Okay, Marcy's getting ready to bench blow for Chris. We do an Italian style of glass blowing where it's a little bit of teamwork to make the items. Marcy. Bye, Robin. Marcy's going to blow down that pipe while Chris shapes it on this end.
If it tells me
Robin
to.
Okay,
has
blow.
shipped out all of the packages that
Good.
needed to go out the door on the snowy Michigan day.
Blow.
Off to the UPS truck they go.
Good.
Why don't you guys give a shout out where you live and what the weather was like today? We are in Michigan. It started snowing here maybe around 5, but
No,
it's
it started snowing before then. It was more like 3.
and it's a very, very wet snow
Really?
because it was 33 degrees, so makes for slick conditions later if it freezes.
It is not 33 degrees in here at all.
No.
Hot and cold around here is very relative.
So every artist, when they're making a piece, has a goal in mind.
Okay,
So
blow.
Chris knows what shape he wants, what size he wants before
Good.
he starts this. You're starting to see those purples come through.
All right,
at
I'm
the
going
top.
to take a clear bit for the foot.
How big? Oh, just enough to cover like a.
Yeah, it's going
disc.
to be a thin, slim line work.
Okay.
Yep.
So Marcy and Jake don't, or Marcy and Chris don't work a lot together because Marcy usually works with Jake. Jake has a system when Marcy says what size, Jake says number 2.
You know, you can use a zoom. The camera has a zoom
I
on
can.
it. Oh, you do? I don't know if you knew or not because I never see your finger on there.
Because you were blowing glass.
Oh.
Were you trying to micromanage everything?
No, I'm not. At all. I just want to make sure that you don't hold the camera too close to the hot glass. That's all.
Ready?
Like you said, you're not on the camera very often.
Do you want it fresh
here
hot?
comes the hot
Oh, that's going to be
glass.
beautiful. Hang tight right there. Okay, right hand up in the air fast.
As high as I can
Nope,
go.
we're good. I'll take another one. We can just cut that off of there. Over here. I like to have it when it falls off round. So go ahead and gather another one up and let's try to get it right off of their round.
So this piece of glass here will get recycled. It's glowing orange and it will probably take, I don't know, 5 minutes or so to lose that color, and then we'll be able to see it clear. Sometimes during the show people hear like cracking, and that's the glass snapping off our pipes, which is how the pipes clean themselves. Marcy's got another layer and it's holding it up, allowing it to drip, and voila. A little tricky to see, but now you can tell by the color. And using a paddle, Chris is pushing on it, and then Marcy will jump in to assist.
Light.
The fire is from the wood paddle.
Good.
Again, you can see the color now as the glass is cooling off.
Didn't know where you put the paddle. He moved that paddle, so I didn't know where it was.
It was hiding.
Marcy picked up the piece of glass on her way by, so we won't see it in that tray. It's gone.
Counterweight?
All right, yes, please.
And now, next steps is to break it off onto the punty.
Do you want a Marisa after this, or not?
No.
Let's hop over here. Just so you guys know, this was my pick for tonight. And I picked apple cider to drink out of that. How cool is that? That's number one. We'll come back. Donna in the office, I thought it was really funny when she picked hers. She's like, I really love this one. She had it in her hand. And I was like, Donna, look what you're wearing. You're wearing purple and pink. Of course you love that one. So we all gravitate towards different colors for different reasons. And these are the options tonight. All right, back over to the action, the punty. In just a moment, the piece is going to be in Marcy's hands. And there'll be an opening at the top, probably about the size of a quarter. So you can see how it's glowing orange. That tells you where the glass is hottest. And off to the glory hole. This reheating chamber we will use all night.
Thank you very much.
2400 degrees, nice and hot. You stick the glass in there. Gets it nice and warm so that you can shape your piece. So this will take a few minutes, so we will tell you the question of the day. What is your favorite winter beverage? Now it could be, if it's a hot one, it would need to be in a ceramic mug, but it could be a beer or wine.
I like hot cocoa.
Milk. Yeah.
Hot cocoa with the marshmallows. It's got to be the mini marshmallows. The big ones just don't work.
They don't melt fast enough.
They're just so big.
Lucy bought us some dandelion. I don't know if you'd call it tea, dandelion and chicory, and you mix it with cocoa, and it was pretty tasty.
Huh.
So that was something new. And we also have on our
Do you wanna
website,
look
we're
up?
starting to get gathering points. This is a ceramic mug. So the
Take a paddle.
swag of the Glass Academy. To take that to work and tell them all about the show. Glass is hot in the top now.
On.
Using the jacks, Chris is able to open it up. Marcy uses the paddle.
Move the paddle
on the
with
top.
you. See how my arm hits the paddle? Have to move the paddle back. There you go.
I love this spiral. It's super cool. It looks like a giant spring.
Cool. Alrighty. I'm gonna open it up one more time just to get a little bit more width on the mouth opening there, so it pours nice and easy. We don't want it to be a hard pour. You don't ever want to have it inhibit the flow.
The paddle Marcy's using is a wooden paddle. So on the foot it caught fire because the foot was so hot. The top of this is not quite as hot, so it will not catch
All right.
fire.
So you blowing it, or you hold
You
this
do.
and I blow it, and then I
I
give it to
baby.
you and you drop it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I babysit.
Okay, Marcy's babysitting the round cylindrical cylinder with a spring on it. She wants to keep it hot enough that it won't be shocked when Chris adds the handle, but not so hot that it loses its shape. Some of the colors that's easy to tell, like this one is a purple. If she had it a super bright orange, we'd know it's too hot and that wouldn't be a good idea. But she's just what we call babysitting. Chris, on the other hand, is over here, took some hot molten glass. It's clear. He's shaping it. He's going to blow a handle. We like the hollow handles. It just makes the mug a little bit lighter. If you're holding on to a mug, bless you. And the handle is solid. It does add a lot of weight to the piece. Okay.
All right.
There it is. I'm not sure which direction they're going to go, so we're going to watch from a
Ready?
distance.
Yes,
for a
I
moment.
am. Nice and hot.
High or
Beautiful.
low?
Straight up.
This is a gravity handle. You have 1 or 2 seconds to make that fold over. Chris uses a pipe because that is nice and rounded. If you used a flat tool, you'd get a little crease in there.
All right. Looking good, looking good. Now we're going to do a purple runner going up the back of this, Marcy.
Okay.
Not too big.
Like, and is your pinky big?
Yeah. All
So
right.
did you catch that? Marcy was saying like the size of your pinky. When we're making glass, it's real, the communication is totally key. You have to use a reference. Like my pinky is much smaller than Chris's. So when Marcy said your pinky, she's referring to the size of his fingers.
And my pinky's abnormally large.
Pinky Tuscadero, who remembers Pinky Tuscadero?
Pinky what? I need an explanation on that one.
Happy Days, the Fonz.
Oh,
Pinky Tuscadero was his pink leather motorcycle friend who would show up on every show, on a show once in a while.
This is good.
Pinky Tuscadero.
That was Fonzie's girlfriend.
No, I don't think so. I think
Oh,
they
yeah.
No, Fonzie wanted like
That's good.
different
Just get it real
girls.
hot. Hot as you can get it.
I only saw a couple of episodes, so I don't know them all. Sorry.
All right, so this is just a decorative bit, guys, on the back of the handle, but I just want to bring a little more purple out on it. Huh?
Yes. Purple.
Stay right there.
So again, clearly you can tell which part of the glass is hottest by the color. Not to lose any time, Chris asked Marcy to just hold on to the piece so
Want
that
this
he
as
can
a
make
fun
the
bit?
design.
Stamp.
I'll take a clear one.
The torch
Clear thumb
allows
bit?
us to smooth out any rough edges. Excuse me.
You want a clear thumb bit?
Ines, let me take a look, but hold on 1 second.
Okay.
If you come to our happy
All right,
hour
I'm ready for that bit.
you will see
Pardon?
Ready for that stamp bit.
Alright.
you will see these glasses being made while you watch. You will be a participator. You will design the piece, the drinker that you want made, and Chris will make it. So Marcy's bringing over the thumb bit,
Stamp.
the stamp, sorry.
It's okay.
The stamp. This is how we mark our products. This is the GA stamp. GA stands for Glass Academy. I did have someone over the holiday say, oh, what type of work do your students make? Well, Chris is a master craftsman. He is not a student. The Glass Academy teaches you about glass by our shows, the different classes we offer. They're one-day experiences. We don't teach you to be a glass blower, but we teach you all about the process and what we're making.
Yeah, come take classes with me, guys.
Yeah, Mercy's
run all
the
your classes.
instructor.
All right, so
It
that
matches your
piece
shirt.
is a nice warmer-upper. I got my plum-colored GA shirt on, but this guy is the warmer-upper, and this thing will be available for purchase after the annealer reveal, guys.
Okay, the annealer reveal. What is that? The products that we make have to be cooled off very slowly overnight. Then they go in this box called an annealer. The annealer will take that hot 900-degree glass down to room temperature overnight. So everything we make tonight is going to go in the same, it looks like a box, a metal box lined with a fire brick. It will go inside there, and then overnight it will cool off. Marcy's got these special tongs ready. She's going to pick it up. And off to the annealer they go. So that's a fire brick inside there. It is a hot one. I can see by the clock behind it, it's 5 minutes. The website
Nice job. Woo! Feeling real warmed up now. Got all the muscles loose and hot.
Do you want to go, since the table's going to go live in a minute? No, you're too close.
Work that Zoom.
Do you want to show Marcy which one was your glass? Let's just look at the table 1 second before we go live on the website. If you have not been to the studio before, these items will go live on the website. It's glassacademy.com. And you go under the Gathering Point page on the shop from
What's
the website.
Chris's one? Does Chris have one up here?
He doesn't.
He doesn't? You want me to point out mine?
He wasn't here the day that...
This one's mine. And I say Riesling would look really great in this. And
Hold
it would
it in
also...
your hands so they can get an idea of scale. Nice.
Can you mute these things? Can you mute these?
So it's got a nice
Can you mute these?
shape to it.
Mute
And
this?
I'd pour heavy.
You have to turn it
So
off and turn it
definitely,
right back on.
this is for one who prefers to drink a little heavier if they want to. But if you want something a little lighter, Rita actually prefers mead, and she has number 2 here. Little comparison here.
Yep.
So if you just want a little something something, Rita has a great choice for you here.
That could be like iced wine or brandy,
Yeah,
you know,
I think ice wine would be really quite sweet for me.
plum wine.
Plum wine, so elderberry wine. Oh, there's an elderberry wine in Ohio that I absolutely love. I miss it. Oh well. Michelle,
I did number
yours.
1 already. How about number 8?
Number
Who picked
8?
Number 8.
Who picked number 8? Jake actually picked number 8, and his choice was a double gin tonic. And he really likes his chrome blue, and he likes the contrast with the white. So he really enjoys.
That's a big
his,
gin and tonic.
well, it's a double, so
It is a big one.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna head back over to Gnome Land.
Gnomeville, going back to Gnome Town.
So artist choice was the colors. The
Yep.
theme is, you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, the gnome itself is a gnome with a pine tree or a Christmas tree with bulbs on it for the hat. So we're going to do a small Michigan pine with red bulbs on it for the hat coming out of the top of the head. This piece is for Marianne from Bob, Marianne Dadow, and she's a good customer. She's been around for a while, and it sounds like this is a Christmas/New Year's Eve present from him, which is a great thing. I was thinking about a body of being a really cool, like opal blue, which I think that's kind of signature gnome color. We're going for like black boots, big white beard, crazy. We're gonna have a barky, gnarly stem on the tree with a beautiful emerald green leaves. It's gonna be pretty sweet. And we're going for a big old crazy tobacco nose. And it kind of sounds like some type of like, I don't know what, it sounds like a book or like the open road. Tobacco nose. We're going to Tobacco Nose tonight,
Feels
guys.
like something on the edge of the desert.
Yeah,
like in
exactly.
The plateaus and whatnot.
Don't walk too far because you
Mesas.
could fall off of the tobacco nose.
Okay, now we're
Whoa. All right, so let's start it up.
Crazy. All right.
We got all our
Marcy's
colors
gonna-
out. We're going for the gnome. Let's do it.
Yeah, Marcy's going to assist Chris on this one because she has been making the gnomes with Jake. She's got the pattern down. They're going to work on it together, and then when we switch to drinkware, Marcy's going to be on camera, and I'm going to be assisting Chris. We've got...
You get to see Michelle and Chris work together?
Oh,
That rarely happens.
it is true. I I do want to mention why I'm thinking about it now. That second week in January, from January 3rd to the 9th, the studio will be closed. That's a little rest and relaxation for the team. Give them some time off. Time to regroup, think about the new year, where we're headed, what we're doing. But we still have the Gathering Point and the experimental show. So did you hear that?
I just heard a rumor that the
Website.
feature show, the feature table is live, guys. The website is live. All those amazing pieces of drinkware are available, and there's only one of each one because they are one of a kind, so make sure you get the one you want. Treat yourself or get it for somebody else.
Well, I know a lot of people got gift cards for Christmas.
Nice.
So those can be used for custom orders. They can be used for the show. The balance never expires. You can use it whenever you want for classes or for product. If you got some Christmas money and you're interested,
Oh, yeah.
Jake will take your order and make it custom for you. All right, I do want to give another shout out. This is a gnome, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
With a tree hat.
Oh, we're doing his hat. Are you doing his hat first or his body?
I'm doing the body.
Gotta do the
And
body.
you blew through the pipe because
Blow. Good.
I also want to give a shout out today to one of our fans, Tanya. She was having some
Lightly blow?
surgery, and it went very
Good.
successful. And she's feeling much better. And warm
Blow.
wishes to her. We were all thinking about her
Good.
today.
Okay, first things first, we have a Maurice to put on here.
Boogie.
Snowflake cups are out the door
Already on their way, you're saying?
already. Gabby's gonna get the cart ready and move things over. So the gnome happens in a bunch of steps. To give you an idea, this gnome will be between 6 and 8 inches tall. There'll be many additions of glass going on. How many of you have watched that Netflix series, Blown Away? In fact, how many of you are new to the show? If you are new to the show,
All right, we've got a couple feet going on now, right?
can you type in the comments? First time here, second time watching. I also want to give a shout out to Sam. She does this thing called snacks. She looks at our show, she follows a snippet of what we're making and condenses it down. And on Sunday you'll see a snack, no, actually Thursday,
got it.
snack version. I can't remember what day now. But she condenses down the Tuesday show. So what day? Tomorrow, Wednesday. She does this little snippet, so if you weren't able to see the whole show, she picks her favorite highlight and she calls it a snack. I love it. It's a little snack.
I meant to chew. What you doing with your arm?
Look at that bruise. You see a bruise there?
Kind of.
I don't even know what that's from.
I don't know.
All right, guys, going for some boots. These boots are made for stomping,
Stomping?
and that's all right by me.
Okay.
One of these days, these gnome boots are gonna
Stomp all over.
somebody.
Original.
Okay, so bits are added. There's one shoe, foot, boot, das Boot.
Yeah, boots.
Kaboots.
The
Kaboots.
boots. The booty boots.
So he's using one of those highly technical tool called a butter knife. Straight
Very
from
technical.
the garage sale.
Oh yeah.
And
I
it
gave him a
is
little look.
cool
He's got a
in
little
here, so he doesn't
toe.
flash
Toe.
that. Flashing means just warming it up again because it will get cold.
Yeah, if I let it get too cold, especially on the blowpipe,
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna want to crack off, you guys. So I gotta make sure I always go when he gets some nice heat up on the pipe, so that we don't have too much of a difference in heat between the piece itself and the blowpipe.
And here comes the second boot.
So the mugs, here's the deal. The mugs should be live. The Gathering Point mugs should be live on the website They don't come from us, so they come from a print shop. We tested it out over the holidays and purchased one. I think they're on the shop page under Kitsch, but we are, now that we have successfully got them in-house and we understand the process, we're gonna move those to the gathering point the next time you watch the show. There's a penguin magnet, and there are a couple other items on there that we're gonna make. So again, these come directly from the printer. They're a ceramic mug you can have coffee in, or other various
All right, I
products.
think now we do the beard now, or do we do the beard after we punny it up?
Is it?
I think we do the beard after we punny it up. Yep.
No, it's beard, and then we punny, and then do a nose. I don't know, what do you want?
Let me look at it and think. All right, I guess let's do it. It's okay. We can do it this way. Beard.
Isn't this like, if you didn't know what this is like a strange little blue widget with some bumps all over it. But soon, very soon, it will become a gnome. You got any newbies on the show tonight? If you are new, give us a shout out. Tell us where you're from. We had a couple different countries coming to watch the show. I know some people watch the show later in the week.
I know my grandma watches it tomorrow.
Even if you watch the show later, just give a shout out where you're from. Do go back and read the feeds, because during the show, we're busy making glass. We missed Rita tonight. Rita's usually here helping with shipping and packing on Tuesday nights.
Coming now?
Yep.
But after the holidays, we're kind of chilling out.
And then use the back of the taglia for the nose stamp.
Yep.
All right, the beard is one of my favorite things. We started under an Italian master, and this was a technique we learned with him. He did these like little pooties, these cherubs, these angel cherubs, and this is how he did their hair. So using tweezers, these are a rounded tweezer. You'll notice Chris is working very fast, because once these tweezers heat up, the glass will start sticking to them. Now I know it looks like an orange blob, I'm looking through the camera myself, but once it cools off, you're gonna see all that detail in there.
It'll be so cool.
It's making an indent for the nose.
Okay. I think we're ready for the punty.
Now the puntee is just a holding rod that will stick on the bottom of the gnome so that they can shape the top part. This gnome, I believe, is going to have a tree hat, I think with ornaments on it as well. So we have a variety of tools. We use them both ways. That was called a taglia. It's a flat paddle. The metal tools will heat up, but they're also good because they're cooler than a piece of wood. And so when you really need to cool something down fast, the taglia is your go-to.
All right. So now I got a punny. It's a little chunkier than what I normally do. It's more of a sculpture punny, so that it has enough heat and retains more, so it doesn't pop off later. Because these gnomes are a little hop skippy action.
They're ornery.
A little bit.
We've had a few of the gnomes just jump right off the blowpipe and get crazy. All right, so now we're going for a tobacco nose. And I'm making sure I got just the right amount of heat on this guy. He's looking pretty good. He's looking like an old timer, an ancient gnome, guys. That beard's pretty darn big.
The name Jeremy just came to me.
The gnome named Jeremy.
Jeremiah? I don't know. Every gnome has a name. We'll have to wait and see what they choose.
All right, I got the color.
Beautiful.
Then you want to do like a skirt thing,
see that
or
behind
someone's
Marcy
gotta
and
make
Chris
a
are the
stem for the
outdoor
tree.
windows.
we're gonna do a patty and put it right on there for the. I'll have you drop me a big bit and I'll squash it on.
Okay.
You
For
notice
like
how
the
they're
brim of
talking
the hat.
quiet?
Okay.
Then the tree will come off that. We'll do the brim out of the brown as well. The brim can be out of the iris maybe.
Okay.
I think that'll look nice. A magical looking.
Okay, the nose is
Straight
one
up.
bit. Big nose. I think nostrils might be included in this one somewhere. This torch allows Chris to heat just very select areas. All those cotton swabs that everyone's doing, testing their nose. There they go. Ow, it's like the cotton swab for the nose test.
Woo-wee. That's a schnoz if I ever saw it.
All right, Marcy's got some more glass. In case you know or don't know, we do custom orders. They have to be somewhat similar to the products we make. You can cruise our website to find out what those are. You can watch the gathering point to see what we make. And on the website's a button for custom orders. We give you a call, walk you through the process, and then you can watch your show. You can watch our item be made on the show. And the cool thing is
Coming
we
this time?
stay on
If you need it, you want it.
the website.
If it's ready, sure, when it's,
It's
hot.
ready.
Yep,
I'm sorry, they don't stay on the website. They stay on
Over top.
YouTube.
I am ready.
So if you get something custom made, you can watch it.
Oh, you know what?
being
I'm
made.
gonna heat it up again and we'll drop it on the marver. I think we have to squash it on there like that.
Okay.
Because I don't know how I'll get it over the nose, you know what I mean? Just get it screaming hot right now and bring it over and we'll cut it on the marver.
Okay.
All right, making a very
Grab
conscious
a bowl,
decision
a squisher thing.
Yep.
not to talk over them.
All right.
Yeah, give
Plan
me
B.
a second. Thing
Got
is
the
so
squisher tool.
floppy.
Look at that schnoz, folks. Woo-wee. Nice and hot. I love it, Marcy. Thank you.
Shut it.
Ah. All right, every time
All
a
right,
piece
now
of
you
glass
can
is added,
gather up that tree stem.
heat it up.
And we'll switch off and you can make it.
Yeah.
Are baby boy gnomes born with beards? We've had this conversation before. I am not sure.
Born with what?
Beards.
I think they are, and they're not. I don't even know how they're born. Someone was telling us that they just appear. They're not hatched. They're not born.
Is that
Well,
enough? You want
nope.
more?
Yeah, I take a gather right over that for
Get
sure.
over.
Yeah.
All right, we see some new people in. Glass blowing is very fun. Should you end up in our side of town, please come by the Glass Academy. We have glass experiences on the weekend. Marcy will be your teacher. She's happy to show you everything she knows about glass. and
All right,
glass
I'm going to let you
making.
take this, and I'll take that.
How many people know where I first learned how to blow glass? This is Michelle, to her question. How many people know where I first learned how to blow glass? What was my job? Because back when I was learning how to blow glass, first thing I had to do was learn how to talk about glass. And that's no fun. You want to make the glass.
Was it the Renaissance?
Nope.
Was it Cedar Point?
Nope.
I don't know. I'm stumped.
The Henry Ford Museum. At the time, it was called Greenfield Village. Gabby knows this place well. But they had a glass shop, and I learned how to blow glass there. And when we were working, it was just kind of like the same idea. We all worked together, describe what we were doing to the public. We'd have school kids coming in, all kinds of stuff. So this is Chris making the tree trunk.
Yep. He's making the tree trunk, get some gnarls on it, and then he's gonna pull it out. He's got some nostrils.
So these are the details that I want to say when you come to the glass shop, the
Okay,
Glass
you can
Academy, and you
superheat
go to
that
Batch
puppy out
Gallery.
real good.
You'll be able to see those details. They don't always translate well. In fact, here's what I'll say. If anyone is watching the show that has purchased our glass, can you do a little shout out in the comments and let people know what the details are like? Color patterns, the small attention to detail is really what makes our glass stand out. We're skilled craftsmen.
I think it's the noses on these gnomes that make the glass stick out. All right.
Okay, this is
Come on
the
over
tree
here.
trunk.
There you go. Good.
Oh, we're dropping. Okay.
Yep.
Didn't realize
Drop.
what we were doing. Oh, you put the
Lining it up.
roots on it. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Much nicer sometimes when we sketch it out on the floor so everyone's on the same page.
I wanted it to look like that hat's got a growing tree coming out of the top, and it's looking good.
So what are the next steps?
Next steps are we're going to be adding on the canopies or the green leaves of the tree.
All right, glad to see Tanya's with us. She's watching the show. Welcome,
Woo,
welcome.
Tanya!
Say
Must
what
be
now?
Feeling somewhat good.
Did Tanya just say hi?
She did.
Oh, Robin
Hi,
said
Tanya.
College for Creative Studies. Actually, Robin, I learned how to blow glass before I attended there. My glass blowing portfolio is what got me into CCS.
I usually get one together.
And then after that, I went to Alfred
Yeah, that's
University
good.
in upstate New York. I did one
Another shrink.
semester at CCS, and then off to New York. All right, why is he spinning the pipe? Who wants to answer that question?
Because if I'm going to drill a hole with the end of this tree hat, I would have to spin it to dig into the ground, and the gnome could get into the root system of some trees and just live his life in ecstasy.
I was kind of referring to the customers.
Oh.
Where do you want this from?
Just bring it over and stand it straight up. We're just going to do a quick wrap, and then I'm going to let you take it away. Okay. Keep rolling, baby. Keep rolling.
Make sure that punny's keeping warm. See how that punny is really clear glass? And Chris is working with the molten hot glass. How do you get it warm? You go to the glory hole.
Boom.
Bada boom.
I don't know, Marianne. If you're watching the show, let us know. You too, Bob, because this thing is turning out great.
Hey, Pammy, that's great. Pammy from Australia says the pieces that she got were much nicer in person than what she saw on the show. Because with the show, it's hard to tell with the camera moving around. And when the glass is hot, the colors all look
Okay,
muddy.
next.
And Pammy's from Australia. So if she's saying she took a chance, she took a gamble, and she bought something and it paid off, I think that's a pretty strong testimonial. Thanks, Tammy. We appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait till the U.S. is shipping to Australia again.
Oh, we're finally able to do that now?
I don't know. I have to check.
Okay.
Every time I go to the post office, I ask. My mail carrier does not seem to know.
We try to ship internationally, but right now the prices are kind of crazy, and COVID and it's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
had
nightmare.
someone from Denmark want something, and I was like, if you can find a good shipping price, it doesn't cost more than the product. Okay, what do we got coming up next? What are the next steps?
Well, I'm pulling down these leaves to give it a really nice gesture of a nice looking Christmas tree. And Marcy's going to be bringing me that guy over right now for the end cap, guys. And I'll tell you what, this is only the second one of these gnomes we made. Jake and I collaborated on the one before this. And it turned out really cool. And this one is turning out even better. So if anyone's thinking about what?
The first person think.
Well, you learn every time you make one. It's like, hey, the first person who got one made, and I don't remember who it was because Jake was taking the order, but they got the very first one, and that's a pretty big privilege. It still turned out beautiful, but this guy's looking pretty darn sweet. Look at that.
So I wish, let's see, this is like a cooking cam. Very cool. That was a great shot.
He's crazy looking.
Sam's giving me the nod.
You want to give it a little flash? And now we're going to be putting those little red ornaments all over this guy.
And watch the punning. I know sometimes we get all excited about the, whatchamacallit, the piece. We forget to keep the punny hot.
Ooh. And
I
not
saw
run
that
into the
bench move, Marcy.
Whenever you're ready.
All right,
We
guys.
usually get about 3 or 4, and then I gotta go back.
So Chris has a small bit of red glass. He's adding the ornaments on. The flame heats up those bits. So we did this on some of the Christmas trees. Again, it's a little tricky to tell. You'll see a little dot afterwards. That's the red. And
All right,
again,
hold on.
Marcy's watching the punny, so she's going to go flash it, it's called, into the glory hole. Chris is heating that up. It's about the size of a, boy, I don't know, not a toothpick, but not a pencil.
Good.
Color pencil lead.
Color pencil lead.
Right there. Other way. Go right.
So
Other way.
there's
Right there.
torch work, which is done, smaller glass that's done over a torch. People make pipes out of them. People make sculptures out of them,
Stay.
like small insects. Very rarely do we use cane work like you're seeing happen here. These are just a small
One
decorative
more.
element right at the end of this being made.
I think that might be it. You think, Marcy?
I don't know. You can kind of see it in the hole if you want to look.
All right, we'll take one more look. Can't put too many Christmas ornaments on a beautiful Michigan pine, guys.
One more. Right there.
So as all our other pieces, when this is completed, it goes into a cooling oven. So Sam, when she does her snack videos of this, she'll want to see
Stamper
a
bit?
great shot of that. So I know you guys want to see a great shot of that. So as this piece is oh, that's so cool.
That
Oh
thing's
my gosh, that's hilarious.
growing. Look at those roots, how they're growing right out of his head. I like it. Now we're going to put the GA on. We always have to have the GA on there, guys. You know that because that's how you know you've got an original.
Glass Academy product.
That's right.
I had someone describe it as a belly button. And I was like, I'll take that. Just like the tag on the Levi's. You know when you see that orange tag on Levi's.
Woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Marianne, you and Bob, woo, got a nice one here, guys. I'm loving it. I kind of like making gnomes when Jake's away because I don't get a chance to make them very often. But look at that guy. There you go, Marianne. Merry, happy holidays. I'm not exactly sure if it's a Christmas, a New Year's, a birthday, or just a I love you gift.
It is a very nice gnome.
Now I made the hat out of some iridescent iris, so we're gonna put a little bit of magic in this guy. Oh yeah, look at that beard. It looks like that
A
stuff
meringue.
that's on your meringue.
Okay, the final step is going to be you guys taking it to the knockoff table.
Yep.
We are. Look at the meringue, Marcy. On the beard.
That looks like a. Oh.
Doesn't that look cool?
Oh, where's our little glass academy?
It fell off.
I saw two on the marver.
You got
Not
it?
an option. Okay, this torch is just smoothing out the bottom.
Don't want any sharp little bits or anything.
And again, remember, we don't have much time, so away it goes.
Oh yes.
Woohoo!
Woo! It's a nice one. That thing turned out really cool, you guys. Nice job, Marcy. Those are some great bits.
Thanks.
For sure.
Very
Okay,
nice.
I'm
very
gonna put
nice.
up some more pipes while you describe what you're gonna do next.
Just a little pressure because the Gnome King's on the road. So Jake's not here and he's the gnome master. He's the one who's made a lot of gnomes. I think I've only made like 3. So that one turned out really cool. So let's head over to the board. We may just happen to be walking by the table here, guys. The featured table. Again, and I'm going to tell you some of my picks and why they're my picks. And I'll tell you why right now. I really, really like this one, number 3 with the cobalt blue. And I love the fact that it's got all that transparent glass in it because having the transparent glass inside of it allows you to change the piece when you pour your drink inside of it. Just think if you were drinking a beautiful glass of room temperature milk out of this.
Why would you say that?
Just wouldn't that quench
Why
your thirst?
would you say that?
Well, I didn't want to say beer.
weird
I
as
thought if it
heck.
was ice cold beer, then I would have been in trouble for that too. So, but I would be drinking an ice cold beer out of this puppy right now, guys. Frosty right out of the freezer. But this one's got a beautiful, it's got a nice kick to the handle. So if you're holding that glass with your right hand, it's super comfortable, ergonomic. Plus you got the slide in sideways, super hold. If you get tired,
Are you
real
bleeding on your
nice.
finger?
What'd you say?
Is your finger bleeding?
Nope.
Is that just marker?
It looks like it might be nothing. Just
Okay.
a red mark.
All right. Cool.
But this is a nice one, number 3, guys. And I'm surprised nobody got this sweet little mead or red wine glass. Look at this guy with the iridescent Van Gogh action on there. Gorgeous crystal stem. This is a really beautiful one, number 2. And if you want to fall back into the old Renaissance times, we got ourselves this sweet, earthy, tobacco tree-like piece right here with the elfin leaf magical foot on it. Super sweet, with a gorgeous looking barky texture on it. I'm talking having this thing in the woods when you're hiking around.
It honestly looked like it mimics the grain of wood.
Yeah, it's like mocha style, like mocha bark.
Now I want a latte.
Ooh, or drink a chocolate milk out of that.
Woo!
I'm telling you, number 4, you guys, pretty
Yeah.
tight. And I don't know, this guy's pretty cool too, the copper blue. This is the copper blue Van Gogh with orange. And that's got the dragon tail handle. Look at this.
Nice little spiral there.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness.
Real juicy. This guy's juicy. That's number 5. Got the GA stamp right on there.
Yeah.
But let's get to the board. Let's talk about what's going on. I don't want to run out of time. Jake's not here. We got a free-for-all. We can do all kinds of cool stuff. So we just got done doing number 2, the custom gnome with the tree hat. That was for Marianne Daddow, and it was from Bob. And we don't know what kind of gift it was. I'm sure Jake did because Jake took the custom order. And folks, in the month of January, we're doing every Tuesday night. You guys can call and give away gifts to people and or schedule your own custom order. Just go to the website and go to the custom order form and fill it out briefly, and Jake will reach out to you and design your piece with you, and you can watch it being made on the show any one of the Tuesday nights, and you can choose the Tuesday night. It might be the Tuesday night that you're having a dinner party with 20 people coming over, and they're all going to watch the show. Pretty good deal.
Good stuff to have on the background.
Yeah.
All right, but who's making this artist choice here?
Artist choice. Let's see. Who's going to be making it? Let's do a flip for it. All right.
What's it say?
I'm going to call it in the air.
Okay.
All right, it's in there. I called it with a finger. I say heads.
Heads? What is it?
Yes.
Heads?
I got it.
All right.
So I'm doing it, guys. Artist choice. We're doing a Perps, the famous Perps wine glass, guys, and it's going to be a tasty one. This one's going to be available too, which is nice. Jake's out of town. We're doing a bunch of available ones because if he was in town, he'd be scheduling way too many customs, and we like having the free-for-all while he's gone. So let's do it.
All right. Go ahead.
All right. I'm going to start it up.
All right. And just as a reminder, guys, this is Michelle's mug that she uses around the shop everywhere and leaves everywhere with all kinds of smoothies. And right now it's only got water in it, but it's her favorite glass in the shop. And we want to know what your favorite winter beverage is, and send that to enews@glassacademy.com so that with your name on the email, please, so we can find you later and give out your free giveaway.
Hey,
We are going
remember,
to have a lot of fun with this, and they are going to make a Perps wine glass.
we get chocolate cake after this.
You want the chocolate cake after this?
No, like after the show.
Oh yeah, my chocolate cake. I forgot about that.
That's right. A lot of times we do OT, guys, but we may have to.
Not
What?
tonight, not tonight.
I was going to say we may
Not
have to
today.
do
Michelle wants her cake.
UT, which is under time, so we can bust the cake out at like 1:45.
All right,
We'll
we'll
see.
get making the mug.
All
or
right.
the glass. I kind of like the glass that I chose, guys. This wine glass over here. Number 10, if you want it. I chose this one. It's
Okay.
a nice cylinder tall wine glass for those who like to pour a little heavier. And we also have this Perps kind of barrel looking mug with a dragon bit handle. Did anyone choose that one? Number 11.
We're making a
there.
wine glass.
Robin, our very skilled
So-
hacker, actually picked that for Christmas ale in a crystal clear mug with lavender accents and a textured dragonback handle. So Robin definitely likes the color lavender, and I totally agree with that one. And number 13, right down here, is from tech support, is our little kind of cactusy mug here. White cactus mug with metallic blue accents on the handle. And Sam chose to put mulled Christmas wine in this. It's actually really cool because if you look inside, it's kind of acting like porcelain, so you see all the dots on the outside too, which is fun. So I like that mug too. Yeah. So Chris is over here and he is marvering on the marver. Yes, it is a noun and a verb at the same time. The marver is the steel plate that we use to, or steel table that we use to roll out and kind of suck the heat and shape our bubbles as we are working with our glass. And today, Michelle's gonna help him out. So she's over there ready to give a bench blow when we're ready.
This particular wine glass is going to have some extra special mojo, everybody, because Michelle and I are making it together. And I haven't made a wine glass with Michelle. I can't even tell you how long.
Oh, really? Oh, looks like we're going into a mold here. Can I get a shot? Nope. No.
There it is.
Oh, goodness. Got some straight ribs on that guy. And we're just having fun making some original mug shapes and colors for our stock on hand that will be on sale and available next week. Because if we sell it now, I don't know. Oh, he's doing this snippet technique on the bottom of this bubble here into the ribs. One last snips.
Below? Good. Mmm. Looking
Wait till that
good.
comes out. Actually, guys, I can show you what that's going to kind of look like. It's actually on number 11 that I showed you guys a second earlier. This kind of like snip cut here is how he did that. So this texture is how he did that. Which is really cool. We like having a lot of fun making our mugs and everything else. And he's just elongating out our wine glass here, making sure that it can fit a bottle and then some, I guess.
Blow lightly. Good.
Now he's using the jacks to put kind of a cinch mark on it, right on that same textured point.
Blow. Good. All right, that looks perfect. Check that out. All right, how about that stem? You got it. It's looking really cool, guys. I got a really nice symmetrical separation here.
That's
And it's
pretty
a
dang
really
even.
pretty darn nice, and I love it. It's kind of like a mezzo stampo, which is an Italian style of blowing goblets. It's pretty neat.
If anybody knows what mezzo stoppo actually looks like, that'd be really cool to like send a thing through chat. It'd be fun. Ooh. Does anybody know what shape like a mezzo stoppo is supposed to like hold? Like a mezzo stoppo is supposed to hold like a specific style of wine, right?
Well, I
Or
think
a
mezzo
drink.
stampo is just you can make all different types of wine glasses with the mezzo stampo pattern, which is a separated optical bit on the bottom of the cup.
Okay, cool.
Nope.
And we're gonna come on over top again. Get you some hot angle. Do the swirl. And just snip off only what we need. Then Chris comes here, kind of taps it and loves it on it a little more. And kind of gives it this trapezoidal shape because that's how he learned how to do it. Now he's got a jack line. What else is he gonna do? Oh, he's putting a ball in the middle of our stem here, which is gonna be super handy later if he wants to add bits. It actually allows the heat of the stem to remain so that it doesn't crack off in the middle of it, which is fun.
I like it. Looking good.
Looking real good, looking real tight.
So I don't want to make it too tall, because if I make it too tall, it's going to become a little bit precarious and probably not too functional. So I want to have,
top heavy.
I want it to be a little bit sturdier than normal so that people want to use this piece. Pieces we make are made to use. Sometimes you can get pretty crazy and
Oh look, mine's going away. Everybody's getting in on
yeah.
that action. So I
that
guess you'll have
was
to
number
get this one next.
10, I think, gone. All right, I'm going to give it a little flash here, and then Michelle's going to give me a light paddle as I'm stretching out that stem. I had to add a little bit of gold onto the surface of the stem, guys, so it's got a beautiful iridescence to it.
You really like adding iris gold to everything.
Why not?
It can be fun.
Okay, very lightly press. Okay, off. Thank you.
Look at that elongation technique, guys. That just comes from sheer practice that I do not have yet.
Alrighty, Shell, we're gonna go for a purple foot.
A purple foot. Now Chris is actually going to even baby that stem a little bit to make sure it's stiff enough where it can actually hold the next chunk of glass that we add to it, but it's stiff enough where where it's hot enough where it doesn't crack even. So it's a real kind of balancing act. And he's actually using the Sophietta to blow directly onto that stem to really kind of get it chilled in a way, so it's not all wiggly. We need it stiff, we need it hot, we need it very, very, what's the word I'm looking for here?
That's good.
Oh, I don't even know anymore. Some of the stuff I just know by feel, and I don't know how to describe it anymore. Isn't that the issue? You know what it feels like, and then you try to describe it to somebody else, and then you have no idea what it did to
Right.
them. It's always the trouble when you're learning a new skill or task or trying to teach it.
It just feels really good, guys. I'm telling you.
With a little bit of a squish to kind of give us a nice even shape, he's going to use our wooden block, our footing tool, just 2 boards, and we've used them nice and thoroughly. We need to make new ones, so Chris will be doing that eventually. Do you need a paddle?
Sure.
All right. Camera paddle.
Good. Nice foot,
You're welcome,
Shell.
Michelle.
Hey,
That was awesome.
how'd you know to wear the same color shirt as me?
Oh heck.
And we're making a purple cup too. I like it.
Am I wearing
My purple shirt's in the wash.
All right. How about a punty?
Sorry, I wore the black on black today. After this, guys, we will definitely do the reveal. Do you guys want to do the reveal after this one? For
Sure.
Pencil your mug, our little tree. That'll be fun. Michelle's just over there gathering us a punty. I'm going to come around the other side, give you guys a different angle. Ooh, she's flashing the punty. And Chris is babying the stem so that it comes off nice and easy. That's looking really straight, guys.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Looking good.
And to pass off of the pipe, Michelle takes that away, and Chris is going to give us a deep flash on that whole thing so it kind of evens out. And then he's going to superheat the lip of this piece so we can open it.
We're going to do a gold lip wrap. You can definitely start one up.
You guys can actually see right there on the edge of your screen. I'm going to try to zoom in here a little bit. But he actually doesn't have the whole piece inside of the reheating furnace here because we consider the end of the heat the inside edge of the door. So there's like a thick door on this. It's about 2 inches. So that inside edge is like the edge of the heat and the source of the heat. So we're heating it just the top. Michelle's coming in with a
I gotta trim it
iris
and then I'll
bit
put it
for the
on.
lip.
So you can put one more coat on there.
Chris is going to tweeze out that lip, opening it out just a little bit and thinning it out so it's nice and comfortable when you guys are drinking out of it. Trims it off,
Okay.
those tweezer marks. Michelle comes in with a nice hot bit. And we just drag that lip wrap onto it. Nice, so pretty. Now we give this a nice heat. Then we start the process of opening up the cup portion so you can actually drink out of it and you're not trying to use a straw. Who wants to pour into something that's not capable of pouring into? Like, you don't want to funnel it in your mug, do you?
No, this is going to be a big pour.
Big pour.
No way, it's not that pour. It's probably be a 9 ounce, 10 ounce pour.
You know what else I like is like Prosecco or mimosas would be nice in this, that orange color with purple.
Ooh, back in Ohio, I actually went to a winery on Saturdays. They did it a couple days a week, but they did yoga
at
on
the
their top
winery?
floor.
Nice.
And
Very light
afterwards,
paddle.
you got a free glass of a mimosa.
Wow.
Nice.
It was great.
Only
that
if
was my
you
Saturday
did
morning.
good in the.
Yoga. No one judges you when you do yoga.
Yeah, if you can't do a
It's an
super backflip, you're
individual-
done.
No.
You don't get anything.
Individual
Okay,
thing.
now I did the splits once, and I actually tore something. So no
Yeah.
thanks.
Ouch.
At
Yeah.
one time, I was doing it, and I had my left leg behind my head,
Would
and it
you
got
stay
stuck
focused?
there. Really.
Are
It
we
looks
doing the
wiggly.
forks?
That's because I wanted to get some heat on that punny, but we're going to be putting a gold Maurice onto the stem, Michelle.
Yeah. All right. Hold on.
Michelle's getting our forks over there, so we can pick up this guy later.
So you go ahead and, purple.
You want purple?
Yeah.
You're just like Jake. You can't decide what color you want until
Well,
you
I
actually
meant to
need
say purple, but I was looking at the gold.
it. Purple like your shirt. Just a little doctoring up on that edge. Make sure it flares
You want
open
me from the
nicely.
front or behind?
Oh, look at that. Shape on that looks really nice.
We're going straight up top. You can do it, Shell.
This is going on around that center ball in the middle of the stem, and a twist with a rosetta, a 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we get one more? Nope, just the 6. That's all we need. 6 little spiral twists on the center of that stem.
And we're
Sweet.
going to put we got to do a GA stamp on her now, clear one.
When you break it up.
Nope,
On
it
the
goes on the
bottom?
side of the piece.
We like putting the GA stamp on the side of things sometimes, because if you put it on the bottom, people can grind those away.
Well, you don't want them to grind them away. I'll never
That's
do
just
that.
Rude.
It would make the piece worth so much less.
It's just rude too. Plagiarisms. Don't do that. No plagiarizing. Stay in school and don't plagiarize your work. Let's get a zoom on this stand. Oh yeah.
Sure. Woo, looking good, looking good. Got a couple things to straighten. Nope, I got to straighten her out first because she's crooked. Got a wooden paddle anywhere?
Yeah. Chris is using the foot and gravity to straighten out the stem of everything.
Okay, a little reduction.
Smack over the reduction and fire! Just pouring out of the hole. Just all the fire. We're a bunch of pyros around here. Now, kids, remember, stop, drop, and roll if you ever catch on fire, okay? Fire safety, number 1. We come in with a little bit of water right on that teeny tiny punny that Michelle made. So we introduce that to
Here we
Kraken
go,
Hills.
guys.
Woo! Aw, man. Optics on this look so cool.
I'm gonna torch it. Set her down.
Just a little bit of heat on that bottom of the pony. Make sure all those sharp marks are gone so we don't cold work it later. And put it away.
You don't need to go all the way back by the elements. Just set it right in front of those two.
Woo! Aww.
All right, that one
They
turned out
made in
sweet,
so
you guys.
long. That was adorable.
Nice job, Michelle. Woo! Great bits, great bits. Turned out awesome.
Wheel of names?
Wheel of names. All right, we're gonna get ready for the wheel of names right now, folks.
Well, we'll give Sam a second to do her fun graphic because it's like the the sound. Go for it.
All right, and we're back. Someone tell me what that graphic looks like. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh my God, it's so fun. And it's got music to it. So we've got this beautiful tree with snow. It's a 3-tier tree. You can get
It's one
the
of our
scale.
smalls. Look at
People
it.
find that when they get one, they end up getting a forest because they want all these different ones.
I know. We have different colors and different shapes, so definitely take a look, guys.
So, Wheel of
Nice.
Names, you all saw it before, to save everyone's email going out on the internet and to make sure people don't win back to back. We have done Wheel of Names, and the winner is dun 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 dun.
Lisa McCarthy. Craffy?
McCaffrey.
McCraffrey. Say that for me.
Lisa McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. There we go.
And if it's
So-
not, she's going to tell me otherwise.
Sorry
so
if
we
we
do
butchered your
ask that you
names.
pay for shipping because I think Lisa's local, but if you're not local, we do ask that you pay for shipping. We bubble wrap it super good, send it in a beautiful box. You'll get an invoice regardless if you're local or not so that you know you won because maybe you're watching the show, maybe you're not.
Yeah.
But that's very cool. Okay, I have a
Look at
little
that.
tech support.
Congratulations, Melissa.
All right, all right.
All right, Chris, what are we doing?
Well,
What's going on?
Michelle, did you want me to mention the pricing of these the first 2 pieces we made? Not at all? Okay, sounds good.
All right.
Let's
Look
not
at
go
these
over by the
guys.
board.
Not going over the board. Look at all that, guys. Things are going. Things are falling away. But Chris, what are we making next?
Next, we're going to be making another artist choice, guys. We're making another artist choice.
You sweating?
Am I sweating? Look, it's
Yeah.
just coming through a little. It was a pretty intense last wine glass, and that thing was beautiful, guys. I think that you're going to have an
Made with
opportunity to
love,
get a hold
with
of
the
it.
Husband and wife.
Yeah, husband and wife mojo,
Gross.
wearing the purple shirts, making the purple cup.
So
it's
gross.
unbelievable.
The love is gross.
So next one, another artist choice. What did I put down? I'm going to do a traditional Pilsner. And a traditional Pilsner, Jake showed me one of these, and I've known what a traditional Pilsner is. I'm drinking out of quite a few of them. But if we stay to the right side over here of the board, Marcy, where we got the Pilsner over here, I got a drawing of it. That is the shape of a traditional European Pilsner glass. And that's to drink a Pilsner beer.
Yeah,
and
because
it's-
we had it wrong for a second.
well, we were
Because-
making, there's a few different types, but this is one that Jake kind of found online and thought it was a cool one, and he made one.
Oh, that's what happened.
You know,
okay.
there are other Pilsners that look like this, too. Let me show you this one. Since we finished Marianne's piece from Bob, I'm going to erase this
Okay.
so I can show you guys another Pilsner right here before your eyes. But another Pilsner is like this. Just like that.
Just basic shape.
And it's straight-sided, and it's just a nice light Pilsner. And that's something actually where I know that you drink like a Hockershore out of there, or other type of pretty tasty wheat beers and things like that. But Pilsners, these are two styles of Pilsners, but we're going to go for a style like this right here, guys.
All right.
And it's going to be great. And maybe we should stick with the same theme.
Same theme.
The perp.
The perp.
I think so.
Okay.
So I don't know. Is Michelle working on this one with me? Michelle, are you
Michelle?
going to be working on this one with me
Huh,
too?
Yes. Huh, yes.
All right,
Here I am.
sweet. So we're going to get going.
Yes. Lead the way.
Yep.
I missed
Do
it.
it
Did you
purple.
want to draw it up or no?
I
On the
did
board.
right on the board. The second one in. So it's going to be a drawn out, tall, thin Pilsner glass with a Maurice or an Avolio. Then drop me a solid optic ball.
I'm right here. You don't have to yell.
I'm not yelling, I'm speaking normal, but I know that these microphones, we know for a fact that these microphones are a lot weaker than the other ones we had. So when you talk normal tone in them, people have a hard time hearing us. So I always try to speak up just a little bit. This is what we know. These are the facts, folks, just strictly the facts. All right,
you lead, I'll follow.
we're sticking with the same mojo color, which is the perp shirt and the husband and wife duo creating some crazy energy in the piece. I got to take advantage of this, guys. This doesn't happen very often.
No, it does not.
Oh, yeah.
we did the Wheel of Names already, guys, but if you want to be in next week's Wheel of Names, send it to enews@glassacademy.com and tell us, what is your favorite winter beverage? Where's that list that we had? Over here. So this is the list. I'm going to read this off as we have the two of them getting things going in the background here. Nice wide view of the whole shop going. The question last week, what gift are you most hoping for under the tree this year? So I see a couple of here that are strictly about the Glass Academy stuff. So Glass Academy or Batch Gallery gift card. Always a good classic, says you don't always know what we have, so having the ability to buy it whenever would be cool. A GA mushroom with a slug, or a purple GA or Glass Academy mug. So there's definitely one up there. Number 11 is still up there. It's a nice lavender one. Sure would love to find a mini green tree under the tree. So a tree under a tree.
Yeah, it's CCS.
I'm on now. You actually started at the BDAA, Birmingham Bloomfield Art Association. He took a glass blowing class. Then he went to CCS, and he has a degree from the College of Creative Studies in Detroit.
Yeah. Actually, someone on this list asked for all their college tuition paid off.
Right?
Yeah. College tuition, man. Yeah. There's a couple of us here that were like, like those loans are tuition paid.
Blow lightly, Shell.
This thing is tall and long, guys.
Good.
It's a lengthy boy.
I want to make a big crazy one.
Certainly doing the tall portion of it. But this is not supposed to be wide. It's supposed to be a nice taper, fluted thing. So it'll be really kind of sweet looking and seeing what happens here. You liking it so far, Chris?
I'm loving it.
Awesome sauce.
Nice and long and tall. It's going to be a real tall, very ceremonial. Sit down and watch the game with this puppy, and you don't have to get up and fill it up for at least a beer and a half's worth of time.
Yeah. Actually, ooh, someone wants our blue raindrops under the tree. Well, I'm sorry, we did have our recycle tank down, but we got that up last week, and I finished looping all of the raindrops today, so they're going to go through one annealing cycle, hopefully tomorrow when Chris comes in, and they'll come out right for the weekend. So we hope to have those on the floor for the weekend. Do not quote me on that.
Blow lightly. Good. All right, a little more. Beautiful.
Looking so sweet, Chris, there.
All right. Let's do a Maurice on this thing.
Maurice. Have you ever seen like Maurice's done in like color bits? Or is it typically just clear?
Well, how about make it purple, Shell? Coat it with purple.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
well,
I'm
you know
giving
what?
him
Don't coat it.
ideas. I'm giving
Don't
him
coat it in purple.
ideas.
And because it's not big enough anyways. It needs to be a little much bigger than that. Not much, but a little bigger than that for sure. Like the size of a grape. You can make it clear, and then the ball's gonna be purple. The next Maurice is gonna be clear. The foot's gonna be purple. Lip wrap will be purple.
I'm sorry, Michelle. I gave him ideas.
Flip.
A lot of people are actually wishing for health and happiness for a lot of people under their Christmas trees. I think that's a good wish for that. World peace and health to all. That's always so
We're
sweet.
gonna drop one on.
Now I
I'll just
sound
cut
like
this off and you can gather
pageant
it up.
winner here, which I definitely am not.
I'll let you know when to do it.
Two of them just chatting it up over here. Michelle is actually going to get an optic ball going. Oh, we're going to do it again? Chris was
Okay, I'm
kinda
ready.
happy with it, so there's a bit on the floor, right over there. This thing is so tall. How long do you think that is right now?
12 inches maybe.
12 inches? 11, 12? And Michelle takes the hot glass to pick up the cold glass, rolling around on the floor so we don't trip on it. Always handy. Funniest thing about working in a hot shop
Okay, paddle.
is not the fact that we're working with hot glass. That's not the scariest thing. That's not the most dangerous thing. It's
Beautiful.
actually the cold glass shrapnel on the floor because it's way too easy to slip and slide
Okay.
and then you hit yourself.
Nope,
on the
it's
ground
solid.
And it's all bad.
And we're going to go in the small optical mold, which might be over there, or it might be over here.
Is it over here? It's over.
Right there. We got it over here, Shell.
Is it this one?
Yep.
Or is-
Nope. The
that
one on the far right. Oh, far right, all the way over to the right. Yep.
This one? Okay.
Thank you.
So we are picking this mold for Michelle to go into.
Probably bringing it like it's going to be like that big in the mold. I'll have you go in the mold, flash it, and then we'll switch up and I'll neck it. One coat will be good.
One coat of the hyacinth purple is all we really need because that purple actually gets really dark really quickly. And we're all just kind of waiting, sitting around. Michelle goes for the drop. Look at that.
What'd you say?
And the squish.
You are. I'm taking a flash, and then you're going to hand it off to me after you flash it.
Tapping and a flashing and a switch and a flash and the neck and the twist of the ball. And Chris is just setting himself up for some awesome success with this little bit in the middle here. He's going to heat up that end so it's nice and smooth. I know
Okay.
you can't see it. It's actually blinding me a little bit as I stare at it because I'm a little dum-dum staring at flaming hot glass. I go a little blind. Do you do that sometimes, Michelle? Accidentally stare at a light? Accidentally staring at the sunrise. Drop that ball and a swoosh. Nice job. Nice teamwork. Chris giving it a nice deep flash, making sure that whole thing is nice and hot. Michelle's going to go for another involio.
Same thing, dropping over the top.
Yeah.
Ready now?
Nope. We gotta
You
let this
wanna
cool down just a
block
little
for
bit if we
that,
can.
Michelle? I'm going to pull out a block so Michelle can step up. This thing's getting tall. It's getting tall for you, and you're already all the way stretched out.
Okay. Yep.
And Chris is just cooling off that sphere using the Sophietta here. Sophie for short.
I appreciate it, Marcy, but I'll lose my belt.
Oh, really?
Beautiful. It's
Sorry.
looking good. Nice size. I like it.
Well, to get into the mold, the way we want it is we gotta squish it And that's exactly the way we want it, is to squish and force the glass to create the ribs that we want.
Push harder?
Now, if you want it to be twisted and have that spiral effect, we have to do that outside of the mold more often than not.
Dropping it on footing tool,
you got to come back out, and if it's already all twisted and whatnot, there's a chance for it to actually get stuck inside the mold.
Okay.
Which is a common issue we have with our pineapple mold,
the ball, and the lip wrap.
Because the points on the mold stick into the glass, and they catch the glass, so we can't pull out of it, and the glass gets stuck inside the mold, which is a bit of an issue. Something Jake consistently does because he loves using the pineapple mold. Here, let's take a look at it so everybody can kind of see what I'm talking about. This is a big one here. Chris is just blowing things off. Oh goodness, can I get a light on this? Woo. I don't know if you can. See, it's got spikes in there. So you have issues trying to get it out. Oh, there's some light. So the glass gets stuck. So when we twist it with the spirals like this, we're usually going into a straight mold and then coming out and twisting it out.
I'm a little bit hot, so just get it nice and hot in there. Well, this is stiffening up. It's still moving a little.
It's really cool because glass has a really fun memory to it, so it really kind of remembers the shapes that it takes and where it's kind of gone and where it hasn't gone.
Beautiful.
Michelle doing full stretch. Full stretch yoga moves. Full stretch yoga moves. And we are doing a footing tool foot again here.
On?
Look at this, guys. Look at this teamwork we got going here. You can just feel the love radiating. Sickening.
Good.
So gross.
Thank you. Okay. A little bit more glass on the punny, just a little chubbier.
Doctoring up that foot a little bit. And giving it a super cool so that it takes away the heat and we have a nice stable base for us to really flare open that top portion. Are you gonna need the jumbo jacks?
Nope.
No jumbo jacks. Jumbo jacks are just really extra long jacks that we have on hand in case we're doing crazy big pieces. Honestly, if this was much longer, we might worry about maxing out the hole on this guy. And here comes Michelle with the punty. I'm gonna swing this way.
I'm just gonna let you put it on.
And Chris is letting Michelle put it on because he can't reach over there.
Get her on center. It's good. Thank you. Beautiful.
Chris can't lean that far, so Michelle put it on. And a tap, a Rooney, and straight into the hole. Awesome sauce, guys. Give us a round of thumbs.
Woo!
That was awesome. The piece lives.
I'm gonna puff it, and then I'm gonna probably trim it a little, maybe, and then we'll put the lip wrap on it, a purple lip wrap. So give me a sec.
All right. Now, if you guys haven't done it already, you need to do the following things on all of our social media stuff. Can't say those on stream because they don't like it, and the algorithm hates us. So if you could just do the round of thumbs and likes and buttons and hit all the stuff. Don't necessarily need to get it on your phone, but if you just hit the stuff, it helps us out a lot. It really does. And I know 2 weeks ago we got a bunch of subscribers or followers to a different account on our witchy stuff. So that was fun. Now Chris is using a Sophia to actually puff out the top edge of this Pilsner here.
Purple. What is? Okay.
He's gonna tweeze out that thick edge there, just a hair. So that he comes in with the shears.
Yep, go
Nice,
for
nice
it.
and thin again. Excuse me. Nice deep flash all the way up on that punny, so that we know we're getting all that heat and it's not just gonna fall off the punny, because we gotta watch that punny. This is a great shape, Chris. I like the shape.
All right, thanks. That's that traditional Pilsner I was telling you about.
I know, but it's just different from our usual stuff, so it's fun.
Yes, I am.
Here goes the lip wrap. Just stringed right on. A little bit of an edge. He's going for a super flash.
Super Flash.
Super flash, because he's super fly, right?
Yeah. Is that the somebody from DC or Marvel? Super Flash.
Okay, super flash is not actually a character.
Is that?
The
Sounds
flash
like it.
is a thing, but
Sometimes
super
you could
flash
be
is not a
super.
thing.
You
He
could be
is super, but it's not super flash.
I'm gonna take a light paddle here, Shell.
I gotta teach these folks about the
Okay.
ways of the internet and the lore of the world. It's quite sad. Ooh! Question for chat. Who's seen Encanto on Disney Plus yet? I've seen Encanto. I liked it. No spoilers. No spoilers in the chat. That's absolutely so rude to do. So all spoilers be hidden, but it was a really good movie. I do recommend it. Good family wholesome stuff that Disney is known for.
I'm gonna give it a flare up top.
Flare?
Yep, just like the one in the picture, and then we're gonna put a stamp on it, Shell, and then we're gonna put the old GA special on there.
I have to say, I love the people when they make a smiley face or like an angry face by mistake. They say something, because that's the worst. It's like, oh, did I just hit the angry face? And I'm always like wondering, what happened with the angry face? Like, why?
What'd we do?
What'd we say?
We don't try to anger you. You could be angry if something hits the floor, because we're feeding the floor monster at that point. We don't want to feed the floor monster. We did feed him on Christmas, though. He does get a good meal on Christmas and Thanksgiving.
All right, GA stamp.
Look at that flare. Nice trumpet flare to it. Looks so pretty.
Just a very slight flare is all it takes.
That's all you need. Just enough to hold the foam head of the beer, right?
Yeah.
Aim with the torch. And the squish.
Okay, reduction.
And the reduce. Looking so great, guys.
Oh yeah.
This took a while to do, too. This was sweet, though.
That is a magical, super beautiful Pilsner. Look at that, guys.
Oh, wow.
A little bit of water on the punty.
station.
What are we doing? Upside down in there?
Upside
Yeah.
down with,
So
with
I'm
the
gonna
torch.
be torching it, sweetie. So off, don't touch it.
Michelle ready with the fork. Chris with a torch. Melt back that marking with the honey so it's not sharp for you guys. And we're just gonna swing away into the annealer. Look at that. Chris is so on the edge right now.
All right, looking good. Oh, ow! Did you guys see that smackaroonie celebration?
All the love.
Did you see the love?
All the love.
All right.
Oh, she's the best. Hui! Hui!
You got 15 minutes.
Oh, 15 minutes to do the... Should we go over to the board?
You can, but go for it. I'm going to get your pipes up.
How about these prices on there? Are they okay on there?
Yeah, but they're not
Alrighty, guys. We just did the Artist Choice Pilsner. And we put some prices up here, but they're not going to be available. All these pieces we're doing tonight are going to be available on Thursday. They're going to be on the live feed. They're going to be shown at the Annealer Reveal, but they're going to go live on the website on Thursday. The spring mug, the first spring mug, that beautiful purple one with the black spring, 148 bucks if you get it. It's the only one. The Perps Beautiful Wine Glass, 188. And that Super Perps Pilsner I just did right now. I'm going to put that one right up there with the wine glass. I'm going to say $198 on that, guys, because that thing is pimping.
It is quite a tall thing,
It's
too.
a gorgeous looking piece, but I'll tell you right now, the giveaway is what it's all about. We're giving away free glass again tonight, and I wrote on there I'm going to do a really cool bourbon glass. So hopefully whoever wins it will be a bourbon drinker. But if not, you can drink prune juice out of it.
I gotta drink prune juice.
Nice. I love prune juice. I think it's really good. Out of a bourbon glass, too, you can get the nose, you can smell it.
Or I could just use my new wine glass that Jake made me because it holds a bottle of wine and then some.
Yeah, I don't know if
just
you guys
top
saw
it all
that.
off
If you
with-
didn't, Marcy should post a picture of that on Glass Addicts.
I'll send one to Michelle.
But Jake
Sam.
made her a beautiful stemless wine glass for Christmas, for her Christmas present, and it holds
he's made
more.
One before, and there's shrapnel in the bucket over there.
Yeah, it holds more than a whole bottle of wine, and that's Marcy's style, guys.
I had to test it out on Friday.
All right.
Maybe test it out on Friday. Oh gosh.
So, little bourbon glass.
Little bourbon glass. No, little.
Little glass?
Let's see what happens. No one needs a big glass of bourbon.
That's for sure.
No one needs a big glass of bourbon?
I don't know.
Little
I would
tiny
not
shot
like a big glass of bourbon. I would not function.
Well,
All right, turning my mic off.
Off the mic.
Michelle doesn't want to talk anymore. She's supposed to be behind the scenes.
Oh, I can't do any purple. That's okay. No hurry. It's no baddie. I thought it was put away. It's perfect, though. Trying to stick with the theme, guys. This giveaway is going to be the Perps.
Perps. You got any more questions from the onlines? Nopes? Okay. Feel
Think I'm
free to
gonna-
shoot any questions, guys. I'm here to answer. I can get pretty dang technical with it sometimes.
I think I'm going to dust the cracks
Dust the cracks
with the white.
with the white.
Yeah, I think it's going to be beautiful.
Do you want a finer white?
No, it's looking okay. I think it's going to be all right. I looked at it, and white's pretty soft, so you can get a bigger
Yeah,
frit and get it in there. It'll stick no matter what.
Oh wait, here. Let me grab the towel for you.
Ooh, grazie.
Need the towel. Can't
So
touch the glass with your hands.
because it's a bourbon glass, I want to make sure I leave the bottom thick. So that means I don't blow the bubble through the bottom, so that I have that nice thick, check it out, Marcy, right there, that nice thick bottom of the bourbon glass.
Can't really see it with the color on it right now. We'll see it later, trust me, guys. I'm gonna give it a nice flash so that once we go into the mold down here on the floor,
You got it.
zoom in and I'll set up on this guy. Where'd it go? Where is it?
I'll kick it out for you.
Oh, it's in the shadow.
I interrupt this commentary to say my purple socks that are striped and
Purple
from my
socks.
children are very warmeth and very nice. So I don't know what everyone's favorite Christmas gifts were, but I like the practical, pretty kind.
We'll dust in the cracks with white for the white purple Christmas and a happy new year. I won't see anybody until next year, will I? You won't hear from me until then.
I'll see you on Friday.
You'll see me on Friday,
Yeah.
but I won't see everybody online until next year. Aw.
This is the New Year's Eve show here we're talking about then?
This is New Year's week. We
Oh,
got
yeah.
Thursday on the experimental. Michelle's going to be doing that. We'll have to pull the prompts out of the thing later. Trying to go for a twist here? What's going on?
Nope, I'm just melting it in a little bit so I've got a really specific, cool texture.
Is it texture or pattern?
I think it's a texture so that when you blow it out, the texture will create a cool pattern.
Okay.
All right, blow, Shell.
Shell is just blowing.
Keep blowing. Good.
Chris actually necked off where the foot will be here. So he made the bubble and then stopped the bubble. Put an area for the foot.
Now it's time to get it real thin and making
Real thin?
sure that it's symmetrical as heck when Michelle blows it out, because if it's not, it won't blow out really thin. Now you're going to start out real mellow, Shell, and then I'll tell you a little bit more. Go ahead and blow. Keep blowing. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Okay, blow. Good. All right, so now I got that nice top, but I want to get this nice and hot and make that into the foot.
Oh, he's using the torch to heat that section on the bottom a little bit more so that when he flashes, it actually absorbs the
I'm
heat.
going to flash it, and then I'll have you paddle for me.
And then I'll squish it out into a foot. It's all about the squishing around here, right?
You got it. It's all about the squish.
Gotta love the squish. Is no glass blowing without the squishing. Squishing and a tapping and a patting. Gotta do all of that.
Can we practice one of these? There, much nicer.
Magenta. Chris, have you seen anything that's really more of a magenta color? White with purple over it?
Do I, what?
Magenta?
Do I see some magenta somewhere?
Yeah.
That's when you got to start mixing colors. When you take white and maybe two different opaque purples over the top of
Okay.
it.
Keep going, pressing hard.
There's not a ton of colors that
Keep pressing hard. Nice.
we are limited.
We are limited by
Okay.
the chemicals, minerals, and metals that we can actually put into glass that will stay within the glass but not burn
Take a
out.
little
So
tiny
that's kind of
bench
our
blow just to round
limit
the
at
bottom
that
out a
point.
little.
And we actually get glass from a couple of different sources. Oceanside is where we get our
Okay, below.
clear cullet. And there's a couple of different color suppliers
Beautiful.
we come from.
All right, how about a punte?
Aponte.
I don't think so.
If you want knowledge on the colors, feel free to shoot Jake an email and we can talk about those for custom orders.
That's a
and
great
whatnot.
pattern. Can you zoom in on that?
Oh wow, that's honestly given some hypnosis there with the flashing.
So the top of this thing is paper thin, and the bottom is completely solid, you guys. So it's really gonna be like a Weeble, where it's really heavy on the bottom, and it's not gonna be top heavy at all. Especially when you add that liquid in there, it's gonna be a really comfortable glass to drink out of.
It's gonna be so nice, guys.
Yeah, and these bourbon glasses are all about the nose of the bourbon.
Woo!
The nose of the bourbon coming out just right. It's a beautiful little giveaway. Someone's going to get real lucky with this, but
Oh yeah.
you guys, that's what it's all about. We always want to do something super pimp. Who won the, I know you guys did it, but I was, what, Lisa McGaffrey? McHappily?
McCaffrey.
Watch people's names. When you have a hard to say name, you don't appreciate that. All my life, I was Plusinski Michael.
What
because
about
the last
Pluchinski?
name was so long, they just made this assumption that M-I-C-H was Michael.
Pluchinski.
No.
I know. My mom still calls Michelle that.
All right, Norden.
That's right. No bus rides tonight. So this is another, a very particular way to pull this bourbon glass out. Check this out, you guys. Really makes the glass what it's supposed to be.
Look at that, tweezers are moving. Show with the paddle so it doesn't stick to itself. Ow, I think something hit me.
Woo! I do. The Fifavo. Man, we are right on time
All
tonight.
right, so I am being asked to show what the question of the day is, and it is, what is your favorite winter beverage? Send that to enews@glassacademy.com, and you can win this piece. So what is your favorite winter beverage? Send that with your answer and your name, if you don't mind, so that when we go looking for you, we can find you pretty easily. And we missed the shot where Chris was actually
Ripping it
Out.
open. Ripping her.
ripping her open. You gonna do it again?
Yep.
Doing it some more.
Paddle?
Nope.
No paddle.
When you're done, Chris, we need a nice slow shot for Sam.
Okay.
And Marcy, that means a zoom from you.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to need the GA stamp, and then we're going to be done with this puppy, and it's looking real sweet. Nice pattern on it.
Okay, that's just hypnotic with the spirals there.
And it's cool because in between each one of those optical lines of white, there's an optic that's a magnifier that looks
Yeah.
really sweet.
Here comes the stamp on the bottom edge of that base.
Vase?
What would you call that? Bottom of the chalice?
Yeah, the bottom of the cup.
Bottom of the cup? I feel like there's a technical term for that we're missing here.
This might be the very last functional piece of glass that we do on the live feed in 2021, guys.
Experimental show on Thursday.
If we make a functional piece, then we could change that.
Oh, got it. I see what you're saying.
We got Thursday, guys. We got one more show until the new year. So definitely turn in on Thursday.
Nice slow zoom in for Sam.
We got her one, but we're going to get her
All right.
another. Got the GA stamp on there.
Nice. Nice. Look at that. I'm in the way. Oh, goodness. Falling things. In with the torch.
These punnies have come off so
Oh, that's the
sweet
wrong
tonight.
one.
What
Grab
wrong
that
with
one
what?
right there. There you go, and heat that
This
one up.
one's not preheated.
I'll grab it and put it away, sweetie. You could have put it away with the forks.
And away it goes until
Wow, look at the
Thursday.
skills. Look at the skills.
And that will be the giveaway for 2 weeks from now.
All right.
Smart move. You're right.
2 weeks from now, because we won't be here next week.
That's
We'll
a
be
wrap. And next
We-
week.
well, we got a special, so still come.
Oh.
No, we'll be here next week?
Yes, I'm on. Still come to the gathering point in 2 weeks. We have a special next week. Oh yeah, it is the week after. We're shut down the second week of January.
So we're here.
yeah, we are here.
Sweet, I can't wait. And that's going to be show number 144 next week, guys. And 144 is going to be a blast. Because you know why? It's going to be a bummer that Jake's not here, but I think he's still going to be traveling on his trip next week. So we're going to be doing another crazy night of really cool stuff, and we're looking forward to it. Do we need to go over the table one more time? We still got about 2 or 3 minutes. Marcy, what do you think?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, let's check it out. Let's go over to the table. I know there's still a few pieces left, but it looks like a decent amount of them got, nobody got the woods guy.
Yeah, let's take a.
What about the crackle, the super crackle?
So that's there.
Number 12.
That one, and number 12 with our crackling. Number 12.
Oh yeah, super
Cobalt
crackle.
blue mug with a white
What is that?
interior. I want to show how that would do. Oh, look
do.
at that.
We're
Isn't
doing
that
a
cool?
wrap.
And it's got a great, beautiful looking clear lip wrap.
Yes, they're through the night.
This guy right here is pretty nice too, with all that bling and mirrored
Yeah, that's
gold
so
brown
cool.
on there. Look
That's
at
her
that.
choice.
That is a nice one right there, guys. Look at those dots.
And if you look at the inside, again, it looks like porcelain on the inside. So you can see all the color on the other side.
That's looking pretty darn good. Number 13, guys. And then we got Old Trusty Beauty here. This one looks like something that
Number
came from the Victorian times. Number 11 with the super rapid back massager right here, which I'll
For
show you.
Christmas
Check it
and
out. Look.
Massage.
Oh, yeah.
Robin
Feeling
loves her
good.
massages.
That's right.
Look at number 7 over here. A crystal clear with a lavender bottom and an iris foot.
Nothing's wrong with a nice lavender bottom.
Yeah, it's really just kind of.
And I like the racing stripes on here. I
Yeah.
think Jake must have made this.
He did.
That
Jake made
thing
that. I helped
is
him out.
pretty pimp. Jake and Marcy. Looking good. And what about this little tiny holiday
Number
glass?
6.
Number 6 with
Purple
the perps.
oil spotted goblet with a honey colored rim. Nice iris colors.
Perfectly balanced.
Oh, goodness. I'm not
This
getting
guy
into
here, check it out. You don't want to mess with him too much, but watch. Oh.
that. Can I just be mean?
Well, just got to keep him awake. He was snoozing.
He may have been snoozing, but he's got to babysit the floor monster later.
Mm-hmm. Guys, someone's going to win that. Make sure you get your question in. What's your favorite winter beverage?
Tech support. I don't know about you guys, but when you have family and holidays and you work, everything gets all mixed up. So next week, we have a special show for you, very, very special, show 143. The giveaway will not happen, or 144. The giveaway will not happen next week. It will be at show 145. So the piece that was just made is on show 145. Next week is a special show. Can't tell you what it's about, but you got to watch, 6 o'clock. You know the gig. See you next Tuesday, 6 o'clock.
So next Tuesday is a special show, and we're going to be on it.
Yes.
Am I here?
You are here.
I'm here.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll all be.
You're going to be making it real special, Marcy.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right, over and out, folks.